Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming. State Representative Dan Ugaste of the 65th District, currently serving my third term. For the last 6 years, I've been speaking to people in this room, as well as Democrats on both the House floor and everywhere else I could find them, about Illinois' lackluster performance as an economy and the need for the state to change the way it governs. Basically, we need a system that will let our state and our people prosper. However, instead of hearing what I and other Republicans have said, the Democrats have continued down their same path of poor policy towards business, sometimes doubling down on these policies. Let's take, for example, the governor's last budget proposal of increasing taxes on businesses by nearly $1 billion. That's not what we need. And for 6 years, instead of taking us seriously and listening to us, the Democrats, including and most prominently the governor, have resorted to name-calling, things such as naysayers, carnival barkers, or doom grifters, just to name a few. And they've also promoted a different narrative, one that says that all is well. Well, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, the proof has arrived, and it shows we, the Republicans, have been and are right. In case you missed it, Moody's Analytics recently issued a report at the request of COGFA stating what we as Republicans have been saying this whole time. Illinois businesses are overtaxed, they're overregulated, and the recently enacted energy policy is going to be the linchpin that will cripple our economy. I'm joined today by my fellow Republicans, Amy Ellick of the 111th District, Marty McLaughlin of the 52nd District, and C.D. Davidsmeyer of the 100th District. We are here today to discuss the various problems the state's facing, factors that may be adding to some of the problems, and some of the solutions we as Republicans have to address them. So if you've read the report I mentioned or saw the Tribune's editorial about it, you know the big takeaway is this: Illinois businesses are overtaxed, much the same way its people are. We Republicans have been talking about this problem for a very long time, most recently with Rep. Rosinga and my introduction of HB 4866, a property tax relief plan that is not only projected to save taxpayers and businesses alike $82.4 billion over the next 21 years, but it moves the state much more in line with its obligation of being the primary payer for schools in the state of Illinois. Again, we tell you there are solutions to our problems. In addition to providing tax relief statewide, this plan would also help communities that need it most, which in turn will help address our worst in the nation status for economic racial equality as found by Wallet Hub last year. And remember, this status came upon us while we were under 24 years of Democrat government control. Still, taxation's not our only problem. Overregulation and high costs of litigation are there as well. Once again, we have bills to tackle these problems. We have filed a host of workers' compensation reforms. These will help businesses and taxpayers both save money, yet still take care of our workers. Also, I filed HB 4080. It will provide some tort reform. It's another step in lowering business costs in litigation. Finally, this report points out that the recently enacted energy policy, CEJA, that the state put in place is going to take away our last true benefit to business. That is cheap, reliable energy. We need to fix this now before it does further damage. However, there is one positive takeaway from this report, and that is Illinois, despite all this happening, despite the overtaxation, the overregulation, and the energy path that we're going down, still is situated very well to right this ship. We can fix it, the report points out. We are and remain still the transportation hub of the nation, both for rail, air, and road. It won't stay with us forever. If you notice, we now have the fourth busiest airport in the nation, not the first. We have a highly educated, skilled, and well-trained workforce with one of the strongest work ethics, if not the strongest, in the entire nation. But as the report points out, they're leaving our state. And we're still a major player in the nation's economy. We are still one of the biggest economic drivers in the nation. But this too won't last forever, not unless we do something to fix it. For years, 6 years, I've been here asking the Democrats, work with us, consider our ideas. We understand what numbers look like, we understand what votes are like, but we have good ideas that will help the state and the people here in Illinois. And if we're going to solve this problem, if we're going to move this state in the right direction, they must work with us before it's too late.